Hello, good evening, folks, and welcome to Utena, Lithuania. It's the Basketball Champions League, and it's the game between Juventus Utena and unbeaten AS Monaco Basket. Well, it's a Group A game between the haves and the have-nots, if you will. Monaco moving from strength to strength, and big favorites tonight at Juventus Utena. Lithuania, of course, a hotbed of basketball. Everybody knows that. But this Juventus Utena team, they're going to have to come up with something special tonight to get a win against the Rock Club. Puna Karšiaka falling at home, and Unet Holon also falling at home, and NSC Krasnoyarsk falling at home in Group A already on game day 8. So what about this game? Are they going to break with tradition, come out and give an inspired effort? Well, they've certainly got some good players in this Juventus Utena team, including Ireland, but they've got to be able to put it together for all 40 minutes. And against a team that is just moving from strength to strength in this competition, it's hard to see them getting much joy. You see Monaco up at the top, 7-0, and Juventus Utena down at the bottom at 2-5. Of course, if they win, they will be one of 3 teams. Excuse me, if they lose, they will be one of 3 teams with 2-6 records. And a win, really, as difficult as it would be tonight for Juventus Utena, is almost imperative as they try to spark their regular season into life against Monaco. So for Monaco, who do you look out for? Aaron Kraft, of course, number 4, outstanding talent. C, number 5, Sergi Gladier. What did he break out the other day in the domestic league with 9 of 10 shots from three-point range? Kikanovic, the Bosnia and Herzegovina international, he made the All-Star 5 last time out. It is a very talented Monaco team. Everybody knows this is probably the team to beat, it would appear, at this stage of the competition. Pitskauskis, Ireland, Sisknius, Kornienko, Budulevicius, Kupsis Gaines, Jonte Flowers, and Zydrunas Urbonas, the coach of Juventus Utena. Laurent Dindy as well. Of course, he hit some big shots in one of their 2 wins. And cold weather all around Europe right now, so kind of creating a little havoc for Monaco as they traveled north, and perhaps affecting some of the turnout tonight with snow on the ground and cold temperatures. But there is a Juventus Utena faithful. They watched their team last year advance from the group phase, and they'll be hoping that the same thing happens this year, although it's going to be a big ask, as we've already talked about. So who is it that we look out for Juventus Utena? Who's leading the way? Well, when you look at their from a statistical standpoint, certainly Ireland has been very important, averaging 14.6 points per game. There he is. And Laurent Dindy averaging 13.4 points per game. Budulevicius comes in averaging 7.6 points per game. And there's Coach Urbonas. Of course, moving into the hot seat. Didn't start the year as the coach, but he was an assistant, and now has become the head coach. Of course, one of the famous players, has a famous history as a player in Lithuania's top flight. So the players now out at midcourt, and the tradition in Lithuania, of course, before the games is to sing the team song. as we hear the vocals, looking at Monaco and who's been leading the way for them, we have to be impressed by the play of C, averaging 12 points per game, Kikanovic at 15.3 per game, Robinson 14.1, Evans 12.3, Lacombe is 8.5 per game, Joyce 7 per game. Of course, he's only played 2 games. And Gladier only at 5.1 and shooting 27.3% from deep. But what Gladier said that was really interesting this week, and said after his shooting explosion in France, when he hit 9 of 10 three-pointers against Dijon, he said by playing for the national team, it really kind of helped him rediscover his confidence, his rhythm, and he did have a good couple of games going up against Sweden and Turkey, and he brought that form back into the French League. So we'll see if it carries over at all into the Basketball Champions League. So the referees for tonight's game: Manuel Mazzoni, the Italian in the middle, Martin Kozlovskis from Latvia, and Boris Shulga from Ukraine. Ukrainian on the right and the Latvian on the left. Well, last time out, with respect to Gladier, did hit 2 of 5 from three-point range, so that's not too bad, and had 10 points. That was against Karsiaka. Played 26 minutes. He will be in the starting lineup with C, Aaron Kraft, Kikanovic, and Robinson. Vesna Mitrovic, he was also busy during the World Cup qualifiers. He coached Montenegro's national team. Of course, they took it on the chin when they played Spain. And starting 5 for Juventus Utena: Kornienko, Siskinius, Ireland, Flowers, and Kupsis. Mindaugas, Kupsis, and there's a bonus. Montenegro with Mitrovic, lost their first game to Spain at home, but then they bounced back and won against Belarus in Minsk. So they're 1-1. There he is giving his players some last-minute instructions. Let's listen.
Like we play around, yeah, with a good screen. Actually, you stay here on Amara side, 4 round, yeah. Good kind of sprint, big, they make show. Listen, on a big make show, stretch, and continue with this round. If you find a good pace to Amara, yeah, you can win.
Under pressure. They should feel they can go out. Yeah, like this. 5. And 5. Yeah, to the side. Okay, and everything. Yeah, let's go.
Of course, Monaco made it to the Final Four last season. Some of the same players were in that team, including Gladier. Lacombe has come over from Strasbourg in the summer, so he's kind of a new face. And you never know, folks. Even though Juventus Utena are big underdogs in this game, they'll be at home, and they might just bring a surprise tonight, depending on what the state of mind is as well of Monaco, how ready they are to play. Are they going to come out and try to make history tonight? There's Aaron Kraft. Some thoughts before the game, getting focused. Boy, he was a great player in college, wasn't he? Ohio State. Remember those days. So Mazzoni puts it up, and it's Monaco Rock Club that gets the first possession. So they're attacking the basket, and Amara C goes up and scores. Cisnius dribbles between his legs. Flowers from deep. Kanovich has it knocked out of his hands and into the hands of C. And again to Kikanovic, kind of struggled finishing there, and now the ball knocked away. So good play by Kupsis. Ireland hands it off to Kupsis, just turns, and probably should have dunked it. Flowers gets it back over to Ireland, open for three. And Urbanus tells his guys to get back on D. He knows Monaco want to run. See on the baseline, it's good. Amara C. Now you see him, now you don't. Well, 4-0, Monaco on top here. And Juventus looking for a little bit of a charge. Juventus Utena. Cisnius goes up against Gladier. And Gladiator picks up the foul. So Gladiator and C both in that team that made it to the Final Four last year and finished third in Tenerife. And Kikanovic with the foul. Let's see who it was setting the pick. Kupsis. Yeah, it was Kupsis setting the pick on Kraft and kind of left his hip out there. There really is an art to setting a screen, to setting a pick. You see it all the time. The whistle blows, the foul. C gets inside, back to Kikanovic. It's good. Shoots it well for a big man. And, of course, he played for Bosnia and Herzegovina in the World Cup qualifiers. They finished 1-1. And Robinson picks up the foul. Cisnius pulls up for three. And they look a little shaky on the offensive end. And Gladiator, we talked about it. He comes into this game red hot and drills his first three-pointer. He was 9 of 10 at the weekend, and here he is picking right up where he left off against Dijon.
They side. Soft defense. They play soft defense. But they side. Okay? You set them screen, it's the same normal. Going inside, down, it's okay. If they side on motion, doesn't matter. Go to the middle.
See the field goal shooting percentage.
Go. Five down. Hide with us. Here.
One up. Hey, after shoot everybody first boxing out and after run the foul. No, in, one up. You have a lot of pick and roll and 3 minutes.
Some of the highlights, the early highlights. back to live action. Shistnius. See if Urbanus can get his team going offensively. Kupchus goes right at Kikanovic, and he makes it. Well, I've been impressed by the big fella. He's been a good, he's got good size. He plays hard. See, drives in and draws the foul. And the foul on Kornienko, who's Gladir's Ukraine national teammate. So Kornienko has to take a seat. His first foul. And Ron Dindy's sitting over there to the left of Kornienko and thinking, come on, coach, don't wait so long. I don't want to go into the game with us trailing by a big number. I want to get some minutes. So Amara C gets the first one to go. And the second one as well. And now the turnover, C to Robinson, back to C, goes up. And this is looking decidedly dodgy for the home team. And Ireland draws the foul as he gets inside. That was Kutsikas, by the way, who came in for Kornienko. It was interesting watching Amara C play before the season. He played in one of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour events. And his brother Banja as well. FIBA 3x3 becoming a bigger, more attractive game. Of course, it's going to be an Olympic sport. You never know. Maybe Banja has an idea that he might be able to play if France could somehow qualify. You never know. Kikanovic gets inside, puts it up, and ball knocked away. Ireland beats C to the ball. Passes it back to Shishnius. And then Yusikas has it taken away. Robinson open. And the battle for the board as Kupchus brings it down. Oh no, that was a two from Jaunty Flowers. The Flowers has the capacity to get hot. No doubt about that. We've seen him have a couple big games. Kikanovic misses, and that triggers a break for Ireland. Oh, and an unsportsmanlike foul called on Robinson. Well, he wants to break up the play, but wasn't making any attempt to play the ball. Look at this. And also kind of raised his left leg. You saw that. I think the referee's got it spot on. More and more, we're seeing this Ukraine referee making the call. So 2 shots and possession. And Ireland makes the first free throw. And he makes the second. Ireland Goes behind his back, loses it. And he'll be upset with himself. And he is such a pest, Aaron Kraft, defensively. He's got those quick hands. Gets his feet set. There's Kraft. Bounce pass. And Lacombe misses. C gets the rebound, puts it up, and rattles it in. And then playing good defense, Gladier flies in and trailing was C, gets it back to Gladier, wide open. And that time the ball went in and came out. Sistinius for three. So Kikanovic with the foul. His second. And he will head to the bench. Monaco over the limit here. 4:14 into the game. So he exits. And coming in as his replacement is Evans. Georgie Joseph also is in the game right now, number 14. And also number 23, Evans, into the game for Monaco. Koupsas, both free throws good. And Laurent Dindy now checking in. So it seems like Juventus Utena has gotten over a little bit of their jitters that they might have had at the beginning of the game. Kraft. And good strong rebound from Vucikas. Gets it from Ireland. Passes it back outside to Sistinius. Dindy puts it up. And Kraft goes down hard. Gets it over to Lacombe. Oh, beautiful bounce pass and the foul. Nice bounce pass by Georgie Joseph. And Budlevicius, I think. Let's see, who was the foul called on? It was on Vucikas. So Vucikas picks up the personal. And Lacombe is at the line. Lacombe played for France during the international break and the November World Cup qualifiers, calling it highlight of his career. France won both of their games. And another foul called on Monaco. So a ton of fouls called here early, so a game that's at this pace is going to take forever to finish. 3:24 remaining still in the first quarter. But Levicius with the beard at the line. Second one is good. Now Lacombe. Lacombe gets it, whips the pass. Kraft drives in, flies in, and puts it off the glass and in. Look at this. Good spring. Dindy. Ireland looks for a way around. Dindy couldn't quite get it. Butlervicius passes to Dindy, and he misses everything. Lacombe, and they are running now, folks. Monaco out of the gates, and C is having himself a nice start to the game. 10 points. Nine points to lead. Butlervicius. And a foul called by the Italian referee out on the left wing. So C goes to the bench. In fact, he's got 12 points. Butlervicius makes the first. Gaines has entered the game for Juventus Utena. And Butlervicius makes both free throws. Evans puts up an air ball, and the ball falls to Lacombe, and he puts it up, draws the foul. And Lacombe makes his first attempt. Juventus Utena trying to stay within striking distance already. Lacombe just makes one of two. So inside 2 minutes now to go in the first quarter. Monaco already with 22 points. Shiskins drives in. A lot of contact, no call. And good strong putback by Gutsikas. But the other end, the dunk from Evans. The three-pointer is good for Juventus Utena, and Gutsikas all of a sudden has got the wind in his sails. It's back to a 5-point game. Joseph to Evans. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Laurent Dindy. Look at that. Alley-oop slam. Evans again catches it and scores. Butlervicius bounce pass. Oh, and the dunk from big, bad Laurent Dindy. The game is heating up, and Lacombe takes it straight to the hoop. 28-21. This might be the final possession if Juventus Utena have anything to say about it. And Dindy again flies in for the two-handed jam. Laurent says, let's have a dunking contest. I'm up for it. Evans alley-oop. Oh, and that was going to be the chance. Cooper laid it up there nicely for him, but Evans didn't catch it cleanly. 28-23, the Rock Club, Monaco, on top of Juventus Utena.
Good
10 of 16 inside the arc from Monaco, just 1 of 5 from deep for both teams. 5 of 9 inside the arc for Juventus, but look at that, they're 10 of 10 at the.
Doesn't matter. Go to the middle.
Here's some of the highlights. Juventus Utena started slowly, and Monaco were looking pretty dangerous, like they might end this game in the first quarter. But Juventus started coming back into it. Kraft with a crafty move. Here he is again. And that was the alley-oop pass from Cooper to Evans. And Dindy with some authority going to the other end, shaking the backboard. Okay, Laurent, we don't want to break the backboard tonight. That's what the fans want to see. They want to see some high-flying aerial artistry, some dunks. And already in this game, they've seen some good Basketball Champions League slams. And the long shot is good. (28-26) now. Monaco leading, and Juventus with Dindy getting the rebound. Dindy gets it and puts it up and can't get it to fall. And three-pointer is good from you-know-who, Mr. Gladier. Dindy just inside the arc. Well, I tell you, it's nothing like having a good three-point shooter on your team to go down and hit a big shot like Gladier just did. Just kind of calm things down for your team. The three-pointer that was made by Juventus, by the way, was Gaines. Now Lacombe hits the three-pointer. And what a follow-through for him. 12 assists already from Monaco. So 34-28, Monaco on top of Juventus. Robinson gets it over to Gladier. Kuchikas, by the way, was that last basket for Juventus. Here's Dindy again, getting inside, but a little runner misses. And now a technical foul has been called on the coach. See him make the C. So Robinson, who was guilty of the unsportsmanlike foul, now goes to the line to shoot the technical foul. And ball goes out of bounds. 35-28. Dindy hands it off to Budlovicius, gets it back, puts it up, and nice soft release from Laurent Dindy. You can see that he's up for this. He wants to go out and prove a point tonight, doesn't he? He's not afraid to go out and take it right to Monaco. Robinson drives in, Budlovicius with the rebound, open floor, back to Gaines, and good play by Gutsikas. I like his game. Jonty Flowers into Dindy. Oh, and Dindy was blocked by I believe by Evans. He is outside, flies in, and Dindy knocks it away into the hands of Budlovicius. And Budlovicius is fouled by Cooper. See, he comes back into the game. Well, Juventus Utena coming out tonight, showing signs they might be up for the big upset. First one is good. Full marks to them for being ready for this one. Haven't even seen Bitskauskas tonight. Second one is good as well. Point game. Robinson passes back to Cooper, and the lefty misses. Long three. Guessing Mitrovic is not real happy with how this second quarter is going. Janovic, good! Excuse me, Kornienko. Kornienko gets it back to a one. Let's see. A 1-point game now.
Okay, let's play this first pick. Pushing under, rip pick on this number. This very guy. First
9
pick,
second chance
under,
points for Juventus Utena, 7 for Monaco.
And a good help side, bump this guy. First, under, second, trap, and go. In offense, let's play course.
14 points in the paint for Monaco, 10 for Juventus Utena. Well, I like the toughness that Gucikas has brought for this Juventus Utena team tonight. And also the swag of Dindi, although there he was. Also, it was Georgie Joseph who got the block. I gave the credit to Evans. Robinson, good. Three-pointer coming right out of the timeout. Execution to perfection. Berlovicius, bounce pass. Dindi gets inside, banks it in. Well, he's brought his A game tonight, folks. It's been impressive. .28 years of age, Dindi. Here he is coming up top. C for three. And on the miss, Berlovicius commits the foul. Here's Robinson. Oh, boy, he's got a nice stroke, doesn't he? Gerald Robinson, a couple of three-pointers here, giving Monaco a little bit more breathing room. Into the corner. And baseline jumper's good from Flowers. Another three-pointer. And Gladier. Gladier reaches up, says he's guilty. Gladier and Robinson and Mitrovic trying to make sure they're on the same page. And Kornienko makes the free throw. And the second one as well. Over to Robinson. You don't want to leave him open, but boy, he was well short that time. And Dindi went up, knocked it, C went up and knocked it away. Robinson back to Kikanovic, and he was blocked by Kupsas. But a foul called on Flowers for the block. So 44-40, Monaco on top, and not the blowout perhaps, at least not yet, that a lot of people anticipated. Kraft picks up the foul. Lacombe comes back into the game. Robinson takes a seat, and Berlovicius misses the free throw. Second one is good. So shooting Juventus Utena now. 14 of 15 at the free throw line, not bad. 15 of 16 now after that last make. 93.75%. Monaco 6 of 7. Lacombe. And Kupsis had the rebound. Lacombe reached up, knocked the ball away, but Juventus Utena were able to get it back. Three-pointer falls here. We got a tie game. And it goes, Kornienko, good D from Kraft. C, and he was fouled. A foul on Berlovicius. No, Kupsis. The way the reaction was from Berlovicius made it look like the foul was on him. First one is good. And the second one is no good. Well, when these teams met in the first game back on October 10th, Monaco won it 90-53. Oh, the foul! So Gaines will go to the line for a potential three-point play. Evans back in the game for Monaco. Evans, long one. Kupsis battling for the ball. Ireland saves it, but into the hands of Kikanovic. Gladier passes, and with 1:14 remaining, a foul has been called. Here's again, Berlovicius looking for the play calls. Team only down one. The fans that have come out tonight have been rewarded with a great effort by the home team. Lacombe loses control of it, and it looked like the ball went off of Monaco. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't overturn this. Look at this. Oh no, that went off Kornienko. Why is he come? That was easy. Oh no, now they're saying, oh, I'm not sure. I'd have to see that again. I thought they got it right. Gaines Evans had his hands on him. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Flowers. And he is fouled after putting his team in front by Sergi Gladier. Gladier just kind of nudged his body into him. Wow. What a scoreline we have here in Lithuania. Gladier also picked up his third foul on the play. And Flowers takes advantage. So their biggest weapon from deep, Gladier, has gone to the bench. He's made 3 of 5 from three-point range. That's how he scored all 9 of his points. Now Cooper feeds Kikanovic going up against Kupsas. And Kupsas called for the foul. Kupsas saying, that's not a foul, just raise my hand up. No, I'm not so sure about that. So Kupsas goes out, and he also has 3 fouls. So that's a big play and a big call. Kikanovic makes the first, misses the second. And Kornienko with the rebound. And Juventus will probably take the best shot they can get instead of running it down all the way, I would imagine. Yep, Gaines is going to put it up. And now that triggers a break, an opportunity for Cooper. And instead, he's going to bring it out wisely for 1. Over to C, he's hit a shot there tonight, and he hits another one. Monaco go back in front with Amara C and Fine Fedel. They're on top 48-47 at halftime at Juventus Utena. Monaco 11 of 22 inside the arc. Juventus 12 of 21. But look at the free throw shooting, especially for Juventus. 17 of 18. And Monaco have hit those 6 three-pointers. Juventus out-rebounding Monaco. That's not going to make Mitrovic very happy. Although Monaco do have those 16 assists, so sharing the ball well. And that was kind of an ironic smile from Mitrovic as he walks off the court. Dindy with 8 points. Gucikas with 4 rebounds. Budlovicius has the 6 assists. C with a game-high 15 points. And these 2 coaches here putting their heads together thinking Kraft has the 2 steals. We've got, we're right where we want to be. Only down a point. Gladier has 9 points. 8 for Lacombe. So it's been a great first half, folks. It started a little bit shaky. Looked like Monaco might run away with it, but Juventus Utena scrapping away and only trailing by 1 at halftime. We'll be right back.
Avanti!
Well, those are the numbers, folks, for Amara C. 15 points. He hasn't hit a three tonight, but you saw 6 of 7 inside the arc. And that last jump shot putting Monaco on top 48-47 at halftime. So this game has, I wouldn't say there was a lot of hype beforehand, but certainly it has been one of the best games of the week. This Juventus Utena team has come out playing with fire tonight, some determination, and looking to prove a point. Indy 8 points, 4 of 10 from the floor. A couple of those makes for dunks.
Five defense. Five defense. On mismatch, don't forget, Simmons. We're going trap. On mismatches just. And you watch, if Kraft against you, number 4, a little bit get the distance. Then again, he's strong on right hand, you're so happy. In offense, horns, you remember what is horns? No, it's too long, it's too long. You will not pass. Yeah, we play, thumb 3. Okay, against 7. I don't care. Thumb 3. Yeah, Carol, set the screen. Up. After, short. You remember short? Yeah. What is short? Short. Huge. Short. Down screen for John left.
Well, you can hear Urbanus giving some last-minute instructions to his team, and Suchika's not surprisingly starting the second half. So second half action underway. Monaco starting things off. Cooper, C, Lacombe, Bukanovic, and Evans starting the second half. And Evans starts off with a three-pointer. Tell you what was interesting was, as you look at the replay there, 28 points for Juventus came from the bench in that first half versus, 12 for Monaco. Now a turnover. And another foul has been called. Bukanovic. Remember, Gladier on the bench with 3 fouls. Lacombe drives in, hands it off to Bukanovic, and he earns a trip to the free throw line. And he did a great job of getting to the line last week. Bukanovic, and capitalizing. 29-year-old. Center makes the first one. And also makes the second. Last week it was 13 of 14 against Pinar Karšiaka. So free throws, obviously a very important part of the game. And now the turnover. Shaky start to the second half here for Juventus Utena. C gets it to Kakanovic. He's going right at Dindy and scores with the left hand. So they seem to have stabilized things a little bit. Monaco, they've gone back in front by 8. Visnius gets it to Dindy, and he gets it back to Flowers. Behind the back pass. Oh, that would have been sweet. Gucikas fouled. Look at that. And Gucikas didn't like how hard Cooper came down on the ball. And Cooper's not going to give up the easy one. So Gucikas goes to the line for 2. That was a great pass behind the back in traffic from Flowers. So I'm sure Gucikas right now is thinking, I should have had 2 and could have been perhaps going to the line for a 3-point play. Now, the best I can do is 1 point. He did play very well in the first half. He makes 1 of 2. And the drive and the easy one for Lacombe. So things not going according to plan for Juventus Utena here early. Gucikas for 3. Good! That's much better. 57-51. A great Lithuanian tradition of hitting 3-pointers. I'm sure he's taken a few in his life. And Evans stepped out of bounds, so that turns it right back over to Juventus Utena. Flowers short, and Dindy with the offensive rebound and putback. Nobody boxing out Dindy. Nobody going for the ball from Monaco. And Dindy was hustling there, trying to come up with a steal and going for a windmill dunk. But instead he picks up a foul. That's okay, you got to gamble a little bit. And Lacombe read him nicely. Just looks at him disdainfully at the end of that play. Dindy from South Carolina. I like Laurent Dindy. Greenville, South Carolina, lovely part of the world. Played Iowa State and then transferred to play at Middle Tennessee. And a 3-pointer is good and a foul. Oh, what a turnaround. Cooper and fouled by Dindy. So 3 fouls now on Laurent Dindy. Back to an 8-point game. If there's one thing that this Monaco team has done tonight, it's hit 3-pointers. They have now, I'll tell you, drilled 8 3-balls. And they answer with a 3-pointer. This time, Budalevicius. So 4 of 10 for Juventus and 8 of 17 for Monaco. The whiff of upset is in the air tonight, isn't it, in Lithuania? Over the head, over the shoulder pass. Not finished by Lacombe. Now the quick outlet. Oh, beautiful play from Gaines. He did not finish, however. Ball goes out of bounds. And now the Latvian referee is telling the player, C, oh, it was C, not to overreact, or you're going to get a technical foul call. And that was a good job of officiating. He's warned him. He told the bench as well. There's some of the Juventus Utena faithful. Dindy for three. Good! Another one! Back to a 2-point game. Look at him, he's fired up. He says, bring it on, and then they get a steal. Flowers ties it at 61. Unbeaten Monaco being pushed hard by Juventus Utena. And right now, they've got the fire in the belly. The team in white. Lacombe for three. Tukanovic with the rebound and fouled from behind by Gaines. What a game tonight. Boy, Flowers, lackadaisical inbounds pass. He read it, he picked it up and scored. Alley-oop pass, oh my goodness! That has got to be one of the plays of the season. Look at this. Evans just flies in and dunks it reverse, two-handed. And now Evans shows what he's got from three-point range. So taking some of the steam out of the comeback. Gaines has it. He goes up with the left hand, he gets two back. What a contest. I'm not sure anybody saw this coming tonight, folks. Evans. Now, I can't say for any certainty, but I would be surprised if Evans' play does not end up being, well, certainly in live action it looked better, but that'll definitely be on the top 10 plays of the week. He can get up. And Joseph is at the free throw line after the foul. Georgie Joseph. And bends his knees and makes the first one. So up to a 4-point game. It's been nice to live in the Principality and play basketball for Monaco. They don't have a problem attracting players to their club. Gladier, meanwhile, in the game. Budlovicius, his pass. Somebody got a hand on it. So now it's Cooper. Better keep an eye on Evans. Might come swooping in from the baseline. Now he's got it. Puts up a three. Well, we've had some great dunks in this game. Now Evans picks up a cheap foul, although it's Monaco's second here in the quarter. Don't take him out. I want to watch him. Here he is. Monaco quite possibly have had the best dunks ever in the Basketball Champions League the last two seasons. Here's Dindy. Back out to Budlovicius for three. And Gucikas not able to challenge for the rebound. And good defense from Flowers, almost coming up with another steal. Cooper has it. Quick pass inside, and he finds Kekanovic right at the end of the shot clock. And the timeout has been called. There it is again. Boy, worth the price of admission this game. This has been a fantastic affair with Juventus Utena showing us what they're all about. All full marks to the coach. He's had them ready to play tonight. 42 points of Juventus Utena coming from the bench, 28 from Monaco. We've had, what about Ostend yesterday, winning in overtime against Telecom Baskets Bonn. Hennessy points in the paint, look at that, almost even. Hennessy started off the day losing at home big time to EV Baskets Oldenburg side that was breathing fire, 79-53. In Group B, MHP Reeds and Lewisburg rolled to a big one at Pout, 83-63. Banvit rolled to a big one at home over Minor Ryer Venezia, 90-62. Eddie Bayreuth is on top of Rosa Radom. Verstar Tenerife, the defending champions, being pushed by another Baltic team. Ventspils, 27 apiece. Remember, Ventspils won the first game between those two teams, so that's a good one. And Chesnenberg up by 1 at Nanterre. And Kupsas has checked back into the game and scored immediately for Juventus Utena. Besiktas losing at Sidigas Avellino late in the first half. So it's all happening in the Basketball Champions League tonight. Joe Robinson comes back in, number 22 from Monaco. So they've got a couple of weapons out there. And Gladiator's pass off the hands of his teammate. Oh, beautiful pass, Butterlevicius. He looked one way, then he passed to his left and got the wide open layup. Back to a three-point game. Evans back to Robinson. Remember, Monaco haven't lost all season long in the Basketball Champions League. And the miss from Cooper, a layup. Strange things happening. Kupsas. And fouled. Joseph, just the third on Monaco. We've got 1:52 remaining in the third quarter. Shishkis is going to come in for Flowers. Joseph, that's his first foul. I think Flowers gets after you. It's so hard to go unbeaten in a European competition. Although, that being said, I remember Dynamo St. Petersburg, the old Dynamo St. Petersburg team that was coached by David Blatt, went unbeaten. And Gucigas gets inside and takes the foul from Evans and earns a trip to the free throw line. Look at this. So now 4 fouls on Monaco. And he was in the act of shooting, so Gucigas goes back to the line, a chance to cut it to just 1 point. But he misses the first one again, just like he did last time. I think it's probably a good move for Mitrovic to get Kraft back into the game, just to kind of settle things down for his team. Especially get a good defender in there. That's 1 of 2, and it's a 2-point game. Boy, Robinson was open there for a second. Gaines lost him. Evans wide open. They dodge the bullet. He gets it back. Oh, you can't give those second opportunities, but they live to tell the tale. Now Gaines. What a pass from Gaines. And Gucigas finishes to tie the game at 70 apiece. You need to come in out of the cold, Utena, and watch this. This is fun. Robinson explodes to the basket. He beat Gucikas. Gave up some inches there, but he's got some hops. And Budlovicius tries to get rid of it. He does to Gucikas. Now Sisknius. Beautiful bounce pass. Oh, and Gucikas missed the two-handed rim rocker. That was a fantastic pass by Sisknius. Robinson pulls up, and Kupsas able to bat the ball out to Gaines, and Gaines goes up. Budlovicius back to Sisknius. Gucikas, his three-pointer goes in and out. Boy, what a frantic pace we've got here. Robinson drives in, but an offensive foul called. He stuck his left forearm, it appeared, into Gucikas. Great hustle that time by Gucikas to get ahead on the break. He did miss that one. Fantastic pass from Gaines. Robinson, fourth foul now, goes out. 21.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter, so that's a weapon. Now they'd like to have out on the court, and Juventus Utena can send shockwaves across Europe tonight if they can spring the upset against Monaco, the French league leaders, the unbeaten team in the Basketball Champions League. Sisknius drives in, takes some contact. Kupsas follows, and not able to get the ball to go in. But it remains close. Monaco being pushed by valiant Juventus Utena, 72-70. Of 33 Juventus Utena inside the arc, 19 of 22 at the free throw line.
They're gonna go in front of you.
Well, you love to see, the way this Juventus Utena team has come out tonight and really battled. I mean, it really says a lot to me about Urbanus getting his team ready. And this team playing with a lot of passion. Gucikas with 14 points. Amada C still has 15. That's what he had at halftime. That was, has to be the play of the game. So Lacombe, Gladier, Kraft. Joseph and C. Sisknius, Gaines, Kornienko, Budlovicius, and Kupsas for Juventus Utena. And what a crazy inbounds play / turnover. How in the world did that happen? And Urbanus just rolls his eyes to say, come on, guys. Let's don't overcomplicate the simple things in life. And Gaines steps in front of Lacombe, picks up the foul. Urbanus, again, not liking it. Good defense. Ball turns over to Shisnius. Well, Monaco not looking like world beaters tonight, are they? At least not yet. Budlovicius goes to his right, bounce pass. Kornienko ties it at 72. And right down the lane goes Kraft. That was a crafty move. Monaco back on top by 2. And Joseph picks up another foul a long way away from the basket. And Gladier's chirping over there at the referee. Shisnius. Shot clock down to 2. Gaines has to launch one and was able to get it off, but not even close. Now Kraft to Lacombe, and C takes it back out. Now Kraft goes behind his back. Amana C goes baseline and scores with a reverse layup. Some hang time. Look at this. And Juventus Utena suddenly losing their rhythm a little bit on offense. So Kupsis out, Gaines goes out, Gusikas remains out, Budlovicius, Kornienko, Iran Dindy comes back in, Flowers back in, and he's on the ball, and Shisnius. So I think that's a good move. Those two guys have played well tonight, Dindy and Flowers. And boy, that was a tough move and a drive from Lacombe, scoring with the left hand. Getting that ball to go over Dindy. Watch Dindy and C. They're going at it right now. Well, Flowers, great save from him before it went out of bounds. Dindy puts it up from a long way out. Good effort from Shisnius to get it back. And then he puts up the 3. No good, but Budlovicius has the ball taken away by Kraft after getting the offensive rebound. And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Budlovicius. And Urbanus is beside himself. He can't believe it. Now he's upset because he says Kraft came down hard on him, but I think he got, well, all ball. And the Ukraine ref has now twice called unsportsmanlike fouls. He called the first one, remember, on Gerald Robinson. And this time, I think maybe some excessive force was called on the foul. That's why he made it, I'm guessing. Kraft only makes 1 of 2. Looked like he just took it away, really. And then watch this. Oh, no, he grabbed him on the wrist. I mean, he didn't. Could he have gone for the ball there? Oh, now they've called a technical foul. So they called it on the Juventus Utena bench. And so the 2 free throws have pushed the lead now up to 80-72. And they also get possession. Gladiator wide open. Oh. And C with the rebound. Lacombe goes in, tries to make the pass, but triggers a break for Juventus Utena. And he goes down. And Urbonis is upset that a foul hasn't been called. Watch this. Yeah, I think you might have a point there. Kraft reached in. Anyway, they give possession to the hosts. And now C reaches in, takes it away. But then Flowers takes it right away from C. Boy, Flowers is, I like his game. He gets it. Gladiator, step back, misses badly. Don't like that part of his game. I think he forced that one. C, shaking and baking. Oh, what a play, but he didn't finish. $1 million move, 5-cent finish. Now Dindy, trapped in the corner, gives it to Flowers, passes up a 2 to get it to Ireland. And Georgie Joseph is able to knock the ball over to Robinson. It's all going a little bit wrong here for Juventus Utena the last couple of minutes. And Robinson stepped out of bounds. It's just, you can see Robinson's, he's had the unsportsmanlike called on him tonight. And he's picked up the fouls, and things not going quite the way he would like. Miss, and a foul called on C. Dindy was going in with some authority there. Kornieko takes a seat. Gucikas comes back in. Good things have happened when Gucikas has been out there. Maybe this is, again, a good omen. Oh, and another turnover on an inbounds pass. But somehow they get it back, and I think a foul has been called on C. Well, turnabout is fair play. No, the ball. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, no, it wasn't a turnover. Excuse me. Just reached in to try to get the steal. Anyway, Robinson's got it. Midway through the fourth quarter. And Gladiator lost kind of control. Ireland steps up, hands it off. And Dindy went up for the layup, and Gladiator stood his ground. C passes out to Robinson. And good rebounding position by Joseph, and scores with the putback, and the lead goes back to 10 with 4.5 minutes remaining. Now Dindy puts up a 3, and that just about keeps him in it there. Gets it back to a 7-point game. You can't be afraid to go out and take shots. 6 of 21 Juventus. Utena, 9 of 24 for Monaco. Joseph gets it back, gets it to Robinson. Joseph again had good position there. Now Kraft has the ball knocked away from behind, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it's given to the hosts. And Gladiator says, how can that be their ball? He knocked it away from behind. just don't go away, folks. This is still got 3:48 remaining. Anything can happen. Dindy takes another three, and he's fouled by C. Amara C does what you're not supposed to do. You can't foul the three-point shooter. And he's smiling like he didn't come close to touching him. Well, they will take what they can get at this stage. He's really brought a spark to the team tonight. Dindy. He's got 16, 17 points. He's now leading the way. And makes the second one. And he's talking to C. He's got a game-high 18 points now. And he makes the third as well. 82-78. Cooper comes back into the game. So two ball handlers in there now with Cooper and Kraft. And the pass from Kraft got away from Robinson, but he got it back. Robinson. Oh, he gets rejected at the rim, but C gets it back. Mitrovic goes over to the table to complain. Gaines rejected it. And who has called the foul on who? So C has been fouled by Gaines. 3:20 remaining. Plenty of time. And C gets the first one to roll in. He had made 3 of his first 4. Now he's 4 of 5. And he goes back to 18 points. Dindy has 19. Second one is good as well. What happened to Kikanovic? He's over there on the sidelines. Somebody's got to get him in. He was in the team of the week last week. He's not in there in money time. Ireland dribbles behind his back. Ooh. Kraft playing some good ball. And Ireland just out of control that time. Turns it over. Alley-oop and C misses, but Kraft comes back with it. Cooper puts up a 3. Oh, that's a dagger. 87-78. They missed the alley-oop, but they get a 3-pointer. And just an easy, here you go, pass from Crafty. So timeout by Juventus Utena. He's leading scores for Juventus Utena. Strangely, that's the first assist of the night for Kraft. He's got 6 rebounds and 6 points.
Offense, guys. We don't need fast break. Go opposite side and go playing this. Hey, first time good press break.
So Mitrovic saying, hey, we don't need to get out here and run now. Let's take our time, take a little bit of time off the clock. Flowers has 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a couple of steals. 5 of 9 from the floor. Alley-oop pass, and Dindy catches it and scores. Beautiful play coming out of the timeout. That was Budlovicius with the assist. Monaco content to take some seconds off the clock. Taking the shot clock down to 2. Cooper launches one. And Joseph has been a beast inside on the boards. That's another rebound. Robinson has it knocked away by Gaines. 2-on-1 break. Alley-oop pass. Oh! Dindy! He is fine in Dindy tonight. Look at this. A no-look alley-oop pass from Gaines. Goodness gracious. Dindy is just playing out of the stratosphere tonight.
Situation. We need to passing around and on the end to play good in offense. You stay on the left, Harold, you stay on the side.
So timeout on the court. Listen to Mitrovic. Clearly, Juventus Utena, they're not going to go quietly, are they?
No, let's just play now. First, they pressure the ball. Let's stay. You on the ball. You two guys here. Set the screen. Amara, like press break. Okay. Set the screen. You can go.
Well, Dindy right now, in my opinion, he has to be playing himself into the team of the week. But he might not make it if his team loses. I mean, he's got 23 points, 4 rebounds. You got C, who's been pretty good as well. 19 points, 6 rebounds, an assist, and 3 steals. The captain of Monaco. But Dindy has just been flat out entertaining. Watch this. He gives it up and then he gets it back with a no look. And then he, a little bit of emphasis there. Hanging on the rim. Joseph, meanwhile, you got to tip your hat to him. He's doing a good job on the boards tonight. 5 rebounds to go with his 4 points. And it's a 5-point game. Don't go away. I keep saying it, but don't go away. Don't you dare go away from this game. Now Kraft has it. He goes right at Dindy, blows past him. Oh, and the follow right on cue by Joseph. He has been tremendous on the boards tonight. His 3rd offensive rebound, and he scores with the putback. And Gucikas goes baseline and is fouled by C. Remember, Monaco had one to give, so any more they'll be over the limit. Now Gaines. And he's going to get the 3-point play opportunity. Robinson is fouled out of the contest. It's just not been his night tonight. He can hardly believe it, but there was body. And great finish by Gaines. Well, all Robinson can do is take a seat, sit back and enjoy the rest of the contest. Look at that. Not been his night. He's an exciting player. And Gaines' free throw makes it a 4-point game again. Now Kraft gets it to C. Some pressure. Cooper. Remember, 2 point guards on the floor. That's crucial, you would think, from Monaco. With Kraft and Cooper. Lacombe back to Joseph. Keep an eye on Joseph. He has been tremendous on the offensive glass. Now to C. Look at Joseph fighting in there for rebounding position. And sure enough, gets a foul called on Gucikas. Joseph is just like a real warrior on the boards. There were nothing but white shirts in just Joseph in there battling away. And then he was just wrapped up a little bit. So now that was the 4th team foul on Juventus Utena. Shot clock resets. Oh, beautiful pass. And Gaines fouls Lacombe. He says, you're going to have to go to the line and earn it. Well, will the unbeaten Monaco fall tonight? Gaines is fouled out. He's been worth the price of admission. He got a lot of ball there. Great effort by Gaines tonight. Tip your hat. Crowd giving him some applause. So Lacombe bends the knees and makes the first free throw. Boy, they have shot the ball extremely well, both teams, from the free throw line. (18 of 22 now, Monaco. But he misses the second. But then Joseph, that man Joseph again, gets the rebound. I'll tell you what, it's the little things that make that these teams can do that make them great teams, and Joseph is just terrific. Look at him, hands it off. Oh, and the dunk. And that just might be a dunk dagger from C. 7-point lead. Burlavicius has the ball tapped out. I mean, you have really got to applaud Joseph tonight. You are not going to look at the stats and think that he was the most valuable player, but I can tell you this, folks, he has made some plays tonight that probably will end up helping Monaco win this game. He has been tremendous, chasing down the loose balls, getting the rebounds. 10 of 27 from deep, Monaco. Both teams have 22 makes inside the arc. And you really feel for Juventus Utena. They have really played hard tonight. They have refused to give in.
Be careful, don't make the screen. Jump on the ball. You need to follow. And don't go under, just follow. If they give the press, you who stay on the big guy, if they play like this, stay on the line, stay on the line. Just here, in the middle. If they give the patch, you can from there. You take the ball, pick and roll, everything switching. No 3-point shot.
It's under patch on there. Ворот, setting screen, and again pick and roll.
So that was the dunk that has pushed the lead out to 7 from C, and he's got 21 points now, but Joseph now has a team-high 7 rebounds, and it seems like every single one of those rebounds has been crucial. You got to tip your hat to him. Just miss. To Flowers, now Dindy. And his pass goes over the head of Gucikas. And Monaco are going to remain unbeaten. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it just doesn't come easy in the Basketball Champions League. They've come to Juventus Utena, big favorites. They won handsomely in the first game. And now they've done it 92-85 on the road. Terrific basketball game. Great effort from both teams. So you see the three-point shooting for Monaco was decidedly better. They had 4 more. Both teams shot it well from the line. Coach is not happy with the refs. Poor referees. What can you say? See the final stats there, the blocks, the turnovers, the fouls, very even. Indy with the 23 points. C had 21. Ireland had the 3 steals. C had the 3 steals. Gucicas with the 14 points. Lacombe 13-12 for Evans. I mean, this game had everything. That Evans alley-oop slam, the LeBron Dindy jam, and then he had Gaines shaking hands with Richardson at the end of the game. That's what it's all about. It's a game. It's a game amongst friends. Good to see them exchanging handshakes and hugs at the end of the game. And now it's selfie time. So these are the standings. Monaco flying high up at the top, 8-0. And Juventus Utena, poor Juventus Utena, down now at the bottom at 2-6. So Monaco getting closer and closer, it would appear, to clinching first place in Group A, even though there's quite a few games left. They can survive the game tonight. You know, it's like they can survive anything. That was a terrific alley-oop dunk as you look back at some of the highlights. And that was a great pass ahead from Gaines. Just an amazing contest, really. I mean, just I have to admit, it wasn't one that I circled on the calendar this week as being the potential game of the week, but I think the way that it ended up being, it has to be regarded as one of the best games. It was terrific. And Joseph, he really played his part tonight. He's a warrior inside. You got to have the guys that do the little things. This is a big 3 that was made by Cooper. Levicius with that alley-oop pass. And he made that even though C was kind of undercutting him a little bit. Could have been a foul called there. And watch this. This is a great dunk. This is my favorite dunk of the night right here. Because he got out on the break. He gave it up. Gaines had the no-look pass. And then he gets it back. And you knew it was coming. Here it is again. We just had so many dunks. We just had so many dunks tonight. There it again. Wow, 4 times we got to see that again. I'm not surprised. Well, Kraft was good. Scoring there. And Joseph with the tap. And then Gaines getting the 3-point play. That's what sent Robinson out of the game. And the teams shake hands right at the end. So it was just one heck of a basketball game tonight. We're glad that we got to bring it to you, folks. One last time, 92-85. Monaco win at Juventus Utena. Thanks for watching.